Hey everybody! Happy Friday! Oh my goodness, yes! Woo! It took a lot to get this one going today, but we are here. If you guys just see the scrambling behind me. Happy Friday! Happy almost Christmas! We're making it through, guys. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Hey, Tia Miguel. Hello. Thank you for joining. We got a special one today. They're all special, but today is extra special. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining. I'm going to let some more people come into the room before I bring in my amazing guest, Miss Charmaine Warren. Yes. So get your questions ready. Get your favorite beverage ready, whatever that is. And we are going to do this today. Yes. Let me put up a photo of my guest. She's amazing. Look at that queen. Come on. Yes. More volume. It's Friday. Hey everybody. Hey Kate. Yes. Hey Jeff. Yes. Welcome to dannIGeeLive. We're still going strong. Yes, we are. Yes. Awesome. Cheers. Yes. Welcome. Right. Turn this down just a smidge. Hey, it's Margaret Selby and Selby Artists. Yes. How are you guys? Oh my God, this is so great. Yes. So my guest today is the one and only Charmaine Warren, the legendary diva that she is. She's incredible. I'm so glad she's joining me today. So let me go on, turn that down. Yeah, so welcome to dannIGeeLive. We are coming live from the Boo Cats in Jersey City. So I am super giddy because, well, I was ready to have a giggle, but my last day of work for the year was yesterday, and ready for a vacation. I'm so ready for a vacation, and I do not take that lightly. I'm super grateful that I am actually able to go on a vacation and afford a vacation. I've not been away since March of 2020, and really looking forward to going away and spending some personal time away and with the Boo Cat and somewhere warm on a beach and just relaxing my mentals and my body physically before we jump back into getting ready for 2022. I know a lot is happening around the world. These cases, Broadway houses are shutting down temporarily. We're not closing. We're just canceling some shows, kids, because we can't go back. We can't go back to last year. What happened last year? Hearts out to Alvin Ailey. They had to cancel their last season. And of course, you all know from before, Complexions had to cancel their second week of performances. But, this is the new normal where people are going to have to be really stringent on their testing protocols. They already are. But this is how pervasive this thing is. So let's just stay safe. Stay tested, whatever your stance on vaccinations is, do what you need to do for yourselves and your families. Just please stay safe. So hearts out to my Broadway community, hearts out to my Alvin Ailey and my dance community, and big ups to everybody that's, pushing ahead and trying to still continue performing and creating during these times. And because you have the full support of everybody. But also, sadly, this week, last week we lost a dear friend of mine, Mr. Greg Tate, and still just reeling from that. But today I learned of the passing of Leonard Hubb from The Roots, one of the original Roots members, the bassist, Leonard Hubbard. So that's a huge loss to the music community and my Philly community, and, prayers up to the Roots. And also this week, the writer Bell Hooks, so much prayers out to our artistic and creative community for all of that. Yes, so my guest today is the incredible Charmaine Warren. And let me see if I can throw up another photo of her. She's just such an incredible force of nature in the dance community. This is her performing with the skeleton. Let me get the name right. the Skeleton Architecture Collective, the Bessie winning Skeleton Architecture Collective. Yes, and these photos are by her partner and husband, Tony Turner. Let's see, let me find another photo. Look at her performing. She's just glorious. She's out. Hey, Gary. She's just glorious. And I'm really excited to talk to her today. We had a really funny moment because she's not on social media. She's not on Instagram. So literally right before I came on, we had a quick little tutorial on how to get on. And so I haven't seen her join the screen yet. So I'm hoping she comes on. But we got some time. In the meantime, I will send a message to her to make sure she gets this. But in the meantime, how are you guys? I hope all is going well with you all leading up into this end of the year, and that you're staying safe and encouraged with your families. I hope you're going to get some time with your families. I'll get to see my mom when I come back from vacation, so I'm really happy about that. Yes, so this is Charmaine Warren, who I will be bringing onto the screen as soon as I see her name in the chat. Hey, Megan Williams. Yes. Oh my God, you guys are all here. This is great. What's going to talk to you about until we see Charmaine Warren from Black Dance Stories? Yes. So this is her dancing, and I wish Instagram Live allowed you to play video while we're live, because I had a beautiful video, a snippet of which I posted earlier today. So if you go back to my page, please go back and catch the snippet that I posted of her dancing a solo from 2014 at Dance Space. Really beautiful, just watching her move and perform. And in the meantime, what I can also show you, I'll come out of this really quickly. This t-shirt, I don't know if you guys can see this t-shirt that I wear, this glorious Afro woman, is by a colleague of mine that works at Summer Stage. She's actually the volunteers coordinator, Dean Natalia, and she has her new business called Peep the Visuals. And it was something that she always wanted to start. And I saw her post about it on Facebook, and I was like, I'm going to support Adine. So the link to her business will be in my bio, in my link tree. You can find her amazing artwork and creativity, and just support a Black-owned business and a woman-owned business. Peep the Visuals, that's the name of her company. Hey, Tommy Wahid. So I'm just sitting here vamping until I see Charmaine Warren coming to the screen. She's going to be joining me from the Black Dance Stories page. So just waiting on that. And hopefully I will see her soon. I know they're following my page, so I'm just going to check and see and just make sure. Yeah, so these things happen. We're live. And again, Charlie is just figuring out, Instagram. And, but if anybody that's here right now has her number, call her. Yes. Hey, Tony. Okay, so I see her husband. Tony, so I'm just waiting for Black Dance Stories to follow the live. So if Charmaine can come and check out the live, then I'll be able to see the Black Dance Stories page, come to my page, and I'll be able to invite her in. Yeah, so more images of the glorious Charmaine dancing recently. Yes, and just being with the children, being with the people. She's really a force of nature, and once she joins us, you will also see for yourself. So just waiting for her to watch and join, and then we'll be able to bring her in and talk to her. I hope you guys have questions, because she is that person. Can you put this on IG later, please? I absolutely will. So just so you guys know, if you've never seen my IG, it will instantly save to my IGTV channel, but it'll play also here. And I also have a YouTube channel, dannIGeeLive, where I save all of my Instagram Live interviews. So if you haven't been watching all this time, all good. But if you go back to my TV YouTube channel, you'll see all the people I've interviewed since last April from my living room, mostly a couple of times from here in Jersey City, but mostly from my living room in Washington Heights. Yes. So it's been an incredible journey, and I have been really fortunate to interview so many amazing people. So I think I see Charmaine. So great. So now that Charmaine has joined us, I want to put up the other picture, and then we can yay! So really quickly, I just want to read Charmaine's bio before I bring her in. I'm so excited. We're good. We're all good. So, Jamaican-born Charmaine Patricia Warren, performer, historian, consultant, producer, and dance writer, is the founder, artistic director for Black Dance Stories and Dance on the Lawn, Montclair's Dance Festival. Producer of DanceAfrica, artistic associate and programming director at BAM. She is the director of dance at the Wassaic Project, curated e-moves at Harlem Stage, and danced with David roussève Reality. Charmaine is on faculty at Empire State Colleges, a former faculty at Ailey Fordham, Sarah Lawrence College, Hunter College, and Kean University. Okay. She writes for Amsterdam News and Dance Magazine, the New York Times, and has served as a panelist for Robert Battle's New Directions Choreography Lab. And as you know, Robert Battle, of course, is the artistic director of Alvin Ailey. Charmaine holds a Ph.D. in history from Howard University, a master's in dance research from City College, and bachelor's degree for dance and English from Montclair State College. Okay, Dr. Charmaine Warren. She received the 2020 Bessie Angel Award and a 2017 Bessie for Outstanding Performance as a member of Skeleton Architecture Collective. Okay, like, yes! So now that she is here, let me stop sharing the photo so I can bring her in. I'm so excited. This is great. Yes! I love it. I love it.
You don't even want to know the sweat just to get here. I'm nervous about getting on this Instagram.
You did it. We're here. Here we are.
I'm a Luddite. Wait, can I read my thingy?
Yes.
Because I made promises to do that for sure. Thanks for the sweet intro.
Absolutely.
Thanks for inviting me. I am Charmaine Warren, a non-disabled, light-skinned Jamaican Black woman. I am the great-granddaughter of Ida Boyd, granddaughter of Solomon Goldson and Ruby Chapman, and one of 9 children by Theophilus Warren and my 95-year-old mother, Pearline Warren, who lives in Jamaica.
Yes.
I am the aunt and grand aunt of 25+ nieces and nephews, and still counting. Now and forever, I promise to acknowledge those who came before me and you and have toiled to make it possible for us to be present on this land. Today, I pay homage to the Native people by acknowledging that I now live on the stolen land of the Lenape people known as Montclair, New Jersey, with my husband, photographer and graphic artist Tony Turner. I have locks that fall to my shoulders. I'm wearing a gray long sleeve, hold on, Ailey, can you see it?
Yes, legacy.
Ailey sports shirt, hoop earrings with African print. Behind me are photos of our family, a large lamp, a plant, African mask, and pillows at my lower back because I'm going to be sitting here for a minute. Thank you, my friend.
Yes, ashe, ashe, ashe.
Oh, ashe.
That. Well, in honor and in spirit of keeping with that, I too am on the solar land of Lenape here in Jersey City, as well as where I live in Washington Heights. And I am an African-American, Philly born and raised, lighter skin complexion, curly hair. I am wearing green cat-eye glasses, brown hoop earrings. I already talked about my olive green t-shirt with a woman with an afro on it. And behind me are all the amazing vinyl records that my boo cat has collected over the years because he is that guy.
Wait. When we came together, Tony and I moved into the same place, we doubled up records. I realized that I had some that he had. We have a lot of albums, but you have a lot at your house too.
Well, this is all John. My vinyl I have left over is at my mom's house in Philadelphia. I came here with CDs. I have a lot of
I'm old.
edit. Are we? Are we? Ooh. Cheers!
Oh, yeah.
So you have no idea. So we had lunch with a friend in Maplewood, actually, and
Oh,
I said we need to be done no later than 3:30, so I can get back, so I can set up, and I can do my practice. Da 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 da. And we got back in time, but we left lunch in time, but we hit stupid traffic. There was some accident. Somebody had a flat. I'm sweating. I'm trying to take notes in the car. We sort of already set up before we left because I knew,
right.
because we're producers.
That's
and
right.
we know these things happen.
That's right. I set up and had a full BAM day and still was running around. But I said, let me set up just so that.
So I am so excited for this. And first of all, guys, you need to understand, if you're just joining us, first of all, thank you. This is Dr. Charmaine Warren. And can I just let you guys know that Charmaine, when we talk about great connectors and people who share space, well, now I'm getting emotional.
I know, I was just going to say, don't start. Don't you dare.
There is enough.
Because we check in with each other.
We do.
All of the time.
And there is space out here for all of us. And Charmaine is one of these people that I have learned over the years who will put your name in the room. Like, you know, those people that won't put other people's names in the rooms? Charmaine will put your name in the room. And if an opportunity isn't for her or something, maybe she will offer it to you and say, hey, I have gotten so many emails over the past year and a half or more from Charmaine saying, hey, have you looked at this? Have you thought about this? Girl, you heard about this opportunity? Girl, come on with me. And that's what it's about. And that's the kind of person I grew up being from my mom. You know, she was called the cookie lady. So whoever in our neighborhood didn't have enough, she would feed them. And this is who we are. So I just want to say that out loud to the publicly, I appreciate you, Charmaine, for all that you have given to this community and this artistic community and to me personally, you know, supporting me, lifting me up and keeping me from.
Oh, drowning. Come on. Let's swim up to the top.
Yes.
But listen, you know, I throw all of those same things back to you, back at you, baby.
You.
Because we've been spending a lot of time together lately.
Yes. I love it.
Shall we tell the people?
I mean, I guess if we're allowed to, you go for it.
Sure. Well, we are both mentors. Wait, hold on now. Don't be sipping without me. We are both mentors for women of color in the arts.
Right.
Give thanks to Kaisha. And those of you out there who have not joined and become a member, get with the program. Kaisha Johnson, Women of Color in the Arts.
Yes.
And we are mentors. Are there 8 mentees, I think, right?
Yes.
8? And there are 8.
Boyd.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Don't get me just saying all the names.
Oh. Well, she's the one that I know, you know, right. I know of personally. Yourself, Kaisha, that comes to mind. Alicia Patterson.
Alicia Patterson, yeah.
Number ones I wasn't familiar with.
Oh, we're so bad.
We're so bad. It's okay.
We're so bad.
Website, you'll see it.
I was just going to say, go on the website. You'll see it. But there are 8 altogether, and we are 2 of the 8. And Gail is 1, and there are more. But we're so happy. I'm so happy.
Yes, I'm
so
excited.
I'm so excited. Yeah. Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us. And was it yesterday? The days just keep. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was Wednesday.
Yeah.
We are both the 2 dancers turned producers that are helping the Fresh Tracks cohorts, the new Fresh Track cohorts.
Yes.
And we had a down and, as you call it, raw talk with them about going into this business and getting your stuff seen.
Yeah. What I shared on Facebook the other day was, you know, I felt like they were a little surprised when I said to them, like, sometimes we don't always like what we're presenting or a fan of the work, but we do understand, you know, its importance to the landscape and the ecosystem and all that stuff. Like, yes, this needs to be presented because, listen, it is that thing.
Right.
But what I loved back was them saying that, or some of them were saying, like, we're not interested in being a part of some institution. We don't care about, you know, that. we would create our own venues and platforms. And I was like, come on, kids.
Come on, kids.
Come on,
Young
kids.
people.
Just
Did we walk away learning? We learned a lot from them too.
Exactly. That's what I loved. And
Me
that's how I feel going into this woke mentorship. I feel like I'm going to learn so much.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, that you just said gonna learn so much. Remember, they also asked us who were our mentors, and both of us said mamas. And then they asked for one, and then we kept naming the names: Georgiana Pickett, Mickey Shepard, Anna Glass, Baraka Staley.
Baraka, say her name, Joe Myers-Brown.
Joe Myers-Brown.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I guess we could keep going. Many names. Many names, but I don't make a step without talking to my people.
I know that's right. Yes, absolutely. So as I always do, and we've known each other maybe 10 years now, maybe a little bit longer. So I'm always fascinated. And for people that don't know you as well, background stories. Like I really, first of all, Jamaica. I want to know about, because you're such a firebrand. You're such a force of nature. And your lovely petiteness. I need to understand little baby Charmaine. Like I need to know about the parental unit. I need to know what was the force behind raising you up, being born in Jamaica, and where.
Little baby. Wow, I don't even know that person anymore, right? This was it 21? I'm 60 years old. That's a long time away.
Good.
Hold on. Damn! Come on, leg. Shoot. Baby Charmaine. What? Come on.
Yes.
I don't know about baby Charmaine, but it's so long ago. But I will say that we left Jamaica, the last 5, I should say, because there are 9 of us, as you heard me say at the top. We left Jamaica when I was 11, 12.
Okay.
And came to the Americas, and there were some things that I didn't know about. Like, you do not. Well, first of all, Jamaica's colonized. But the African descended folks in America know about respect and honoring the elders. So when I went into a classroom in America and I saw that you called the teacher by the first name, I said, oh, really? Y'all do that? We don't do that. That's not you mama and you papa and you baba and you mama. You don't do the first name. So the colonization and the African descended tradition mixes together. But that's the thing that I remember coming to America. Well, it's not like the movie. And being woke. Say, wow, this is kind of different.
Yeah.
So baby Charmaine went to put a uniform on, just like the Brits do, and use a knife and fork, just like the Brits do. And we sat around the table with my mother and father and ate together. And then came to America and things are different.
So what was, if you can say, I mean, if there's anything ever that I bring up or say, that because we already talked about this, if you don't want to answer or let's move on, feel free. But what was the impetus to come to the Americas?
What was the impetus? Oh my gosh. My mother said, I think I'm going to bring the 5 children. This is pre 9/11, pre all of those things. I'm going to bring the young, we call ourselves the young 5 to America. And I'm not bringing the father with me. My mother said, okay, bye. Don't talk about it. But remember we said at Woka, our moms?
Yes.
She said, I can do this. So she did it by herself.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where did you move into?
So we lived in, oh wait, here's a good one. We lived in Parsippany, New Jersey.
Okay.
And when I went to school there, they asked me what color, all the white folks, because I think we were probably the few chocolate chips there. What color was my blood? And 11, 12-year-old person said, green. I said, what color is my blood? What? Get out of here.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, we came. And my eldest sister was here. My eldest brother was here. Gosh, there's so many. And don't ask me the age because I will not remember.
Yeah.
But the younger 5 lived in Parsippany, and then we moved to Montclair. We lived in Parsippany with my mom because she was working there, and then moved to Montclair, and been here since then. Actually, I did a stint in Jersey City too.
You did.
But before was Harlem. Did Harlem, loved Harlem. Traveled a lot. Went to Europe after I finished undergrad for 3 months. Backpacked in Europe. Yes, and said, oh, I want to take class here. And I just took class wherever I did. This, again, pre-pandemics, pre-9/11. We could travel a little bit.
You just were doing it. And were you doing it all by yourself, just like running around?
You back in the day, you bought a book called Let's Go Europe. This is 84, I think. Yeah. And you had one backpack. And as soon as you buy a Eurail pass and you take the rail overnight. Yeah. So you don't have to stay at a hostel. And once you finish with that country, you ripped it out of the book so the book gets lighter. And you go to different countries. And I took class everywhere, met people everywhere, had such good times, stayed in contact with a bunch of people. Yeah. And then came back to the Americas and finished college, and then started teaching, and then danced with David Roussève. Yes. Did the undergrad thing, and next thing I know, I'm doing a Ph.D. What?
But wait, I just want to understand where this, because I have it too. I have wanderlust. Where does this sense of wanderlust come from?
I don't know.
It's just in you.
Maybe it's the art in us.
Yeah.
Because I fell into dance. How did you get to start to dance?
I didn't start dancing until I, like, more seriously, more formally, until I was almost 12 or 13. And my mother sent us to a performing arts school, a private performing arts school. I had just come out of elementary school. And, the public school system in Philly was just, well, at least where we were living. And I would have been following behind my sister to the middle school that she was going to. And so my elementary school was literally right across the street from my house. So I was good for then. Yeah. We would see stuff online. We would see the arts and everything else. And my mom took us to see the Wiz at one point when it opened on Broadway. So that kind of piqued my interest in the arts and dance and just performing. I mean, I was already trying to tell jokes since the age of 2. Okay.
Of course you were.
Class clown since the age of 2.
Right.
My sister went to the middle school in the sort of poor white neighborhood, and those kids were terrorizing the black kids, like terrorizing. My sister, at whatever age that is, 7th, 8th grade, for the first time started wetting the bed. She was terrified and cutting school. So my mother was desperate to find somewhere else for us to go. And we'd already exhibited, singing talent through church and everything else. So my grandmother saw this article or this ad in the Philadelphia Inquirer for this performing arts school, and they were accepting new students. And we went and we got in because, we were some of the token black kids that got in, adding to the diversity of the school. But we got in also on our grades, and that's where I really picked up dance. In 6th grade, I was like, this is it. I love it. This is it. So that's when I started formally taking dance class, and 7th grade declared myself a dance major. But what about you? How did you come to dance?
Same daggone thing. Elementary school here in Montclair, and our daughter went to the same schools, by the way. They came when the elementary school, and I was just about to finish 8th grade, they were starting a new performing arts program at the high school.
Wow.
And I hated gym. Hated gym.
Really?
And they said, and they said, well, we're starting this program. And I can picture to this day sitting at the lunchroom table with the person that was going to be the head of the program. And they said, would you like to? And I said, well, yeah. I didn't even know what to expect.
Right. Yeah.
High school. That's what, so I was late. What is that? 13, like you said. Yeah. 13. Sure. That's when I started.
But were you a natural, like for me, I love gym. Actually, I was a big tomboy. I kind of still am. I love kickball. I love running with the wolves. I always call it. I didn't have too many girlfriends, honestly. I didn't do any of the typical girly things like jump rope, and I did play with dolls. But I mean, running. I had a bike. I had a skateboard. I mean, I was all about that physical stuff, climbing walls. So dance for me was just a natural thing from that, being sweaty and dirty.
I did run track in Jamaica. But barely, though. Barely.
But did you have natural, because even though I started late, I was naturally flexible, and I had a good jump, and all of these things, I still never learned how to turn properly. So even though I went to Ailey, I never could turn. My turn sucked. But what about, but then, so you're clearly still very flexible. So you had natural flexibility and movement.
I guess, but Danny, just like you, it happened because, and I said I loved it because I got to leave the gym. But boy, was it, that dang, wow, I really like this. But I also liked the fact that I was around other artists because it was dance, music, theater. I feel like there's something else. But
same with us.
Right. It was all in the same building, separate from the high school. So we would go to our morning classes in the big building, and then we had our own building.
Right.
And the dance studio had a fireplace in it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, because they converted the building to our needs. From where I am now in Montclair, I can walk 3 minutes to where that was. It's changed since then.
Yeah.
But boy, that energy of being there with other dancers and meeting the dancers, because we're meeting the choreographers and teachers because they were so close to New York. But boy, that thing went off, and I love it. Come on.
I think it is something that goes off in you, right? That's a great way to put it. Like the minute I got into a dance class, the sounds and the smells, the smell of rosin. To this day, this sounds crazy. I love the smell of rosin.
Yes. Yes. And the sweat and the lights. Come on, Little Island, solo.
Yes.
Little Island. I saw you, Danny G.
What?
I saw you on Little Island doing that.
Oh, yes, Little Island. We were talking about that earlier with our friend in Maplewood. But is anyone else in your family in the arts?
No. My youngest sister, I think visual artist, but not really. Oh, wait a minute. I take that back. A bunch of visual artists, but not performance artists.
Got you.
Yeah, and out of 9, you would think there would be more, but some of the second generation, some of them trickling in here. But I don't know if you got this, but I definitely got, when are you going to get a real job? Definitely.
Oh.
Did you get that?
I didn't, honestly. I think because my mom, because we're such a small unit.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom wanted to be in the arts, and I think sort of lived vicariously through us. So there was never, there was some worry because after I started Temple University, I only stayed a year.
Temple.
Yeah. And then I literally dropped out, and I can say it openly. I dropped out after a year because I really wanted to focus on my dancing and just, I think she was just concerned, but never stood in my way about it, and never ever used that get a real job phrase.
Yeah.
And maybe it was because I was already sort of succeeding in it with Philadelphia, that it seemed like it was going to be okay. You
said it seemed like it was going to be okay. You have to prove, though. We're always in this position where we have to prove ourselves to so many people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we come out on top because we know.
Yeah. I think it became more of a thing when I left dancing, after I had to leave Ailey and I moved back to Philly for that hot minute. There was a concern about me getting a real job, or how would I feed myself or pay my rent. And I completely did the opposite of what people thought I should do, probably, and came back to New York and started a band.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. At middle age.
Middle age.
I was
middle age.
But for the music business, that's like, at that time, that's middle age. So, yeah.
Wait, can we take a pause for Greg?
Yes, of course.
Because music, Stephanie Batten Bland was the one. Why can't I remember the name of the group? But Stephanie Batten.
Oh, Burnt Sugar?
Burnt Sugar. That's when I got to spend some time with Greg, tiny bit, because we produced when I was curating at Harlem Stage. And Stephanie Batten Bland did her piece there with Burnt Sugar.
Yes.
Come on, Greg.
That's when I first saw it.
Oh,
That's where I first saw it, and the picture is still on the wall in the lobby.
Yeah.
And then I presented it 3 years later, whatever it was, right, at Summer Stage. But Greg Tate, wait, Greg Tate.
Greg Tate. Greg Tate, yeah. Mm.
So Greg Tate is the reason, you know, I was even in the New York music scene. I mean, I've told the story already, but, you know, I happened to meet him by chance near Astor Place, where he would set up shop on the stoop. And he invited me to come audition for his band, Medusa Oblongata, and the rest is the rest. And so there's going to be many tributes to come. Hopefully I'll be a part of one next year. We'll see what's going to happen, but it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. You know,
it's a lot.
His daughter, his partner, it's a lot for us. It's heavy. You know, burnt sugar, man.
Burnt sugar. They blew me away. And talk about using the word from the time, some cool cats.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
They walked in the room and they were just spreading cool.
Absolutely. I mean, I went on my first experience singing with well, it was again Medusa Oblongata, one of our first experiences for me. We did the National Black Arts Festival. And I think Stephanie Hewley was the curator then.
Oh, speaking of lifting up more names, Stephanie Hewley.
Stephanie Hewley, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I think she booked, it was, well, Vernon Reed. It was
Vernon.
Right? So he was conducting the Black Rock Orchestra. And yeah, Medusa came over as a part of that. So I was on the plane going to Atlanta with Medusa Oblongata, Greg Tate, Mikkel, you know, Imani Uzuri, Tamara Kali, Vernon Reed. I was like, what is this world I'm in? And it was amazing.
And it's a whole world.
The whole world. It's a whole thing.
Wow.
Yes. So dance.
Wait.
You're sending me that solo.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
For that solo.
How tall are you, Charmaine?
Okay, don't ask that question. Wait, tell me how tall I look in that solo.
6 feet tall. Yeah. Come on. So powerful.
Oh, you're so sweet. That was Suleiman Badolo. Yeah. Solo, as we call him. Husband to Nora Chipamauri. Those two mean so much to me. I love them so much. And Solo said, I want to do something with you. And I said, of course.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do it at Dance Space. And this was it 2014, I think it was. And it was, I think it was the weekend, Valentine's weekend. Anyway, it was February. When I tell you how much it snowed. And we were trying to, Tony did the set, and we were trying to get out of our driveway, and we had to shovel ourselves out of the driveway.
Oh my God.
To get to Dance Space so Tony could put the set together, and we didn't have a big audience. So really sad that happened, but what an experience that was with Solo. I'm not even 5 feet.
Right. Who's that? Kimani, guess short people power. I mean,
yes!
The way you were stalking around that set and your arm just cut and just, yes, Charmaine, come on.
I was trying to do it.
Yeah, I got a little bit ahead of myself because I did want to ask you, what was actually your first, maybe professional or not, performing experience?
Probably with Andrew Janetti. Gosh, that was so long ago. Andrew Janetti and Dancers. I would have to look at my resume because I don't remember.
Right.
But soon after that was Diane McIntyre, Sounds in Motion.
Come out.
Again, another name. Lift her up. Diane McIntyre.
So Diane McIntyre, tell me.
Oh, wait, maybe I'm mixing it up. Again, I'd have to look at my thing. But I think it might have been David Roussève, who, bless David, I love me some David Roussève. He is the godfather to our daughter, Ashe.
Yeah.
But Aziza danced with Diane and also with David. Hey, I'm not sure how this went, but I think Aziza said to Diane, hey. And so I rehearsed up in Harlem in my coat because it was cold in the studio. But boy, did I learn about dance and music. Because Diane McIntyre just gives everything and then 100% more.
Yeah. Yes.
It just wealth of information. Another name to lift up. And we just kept learning and learning, but dancing with Diane and always class before. And then the people that danced with her.
Right.
I said Aziza, and I probably should remember more names. Don't get old, y'all, because the names just fly out of your head. But so many people that came through with our Diane McIntyre. And I'm so proud to say that I danced with her and that I look up to Mama Diane and I can reach out to Mama Di whenever I need to. And then David for many, many years, I think 10 or maybe less.
And touring as well?
All over the place.
Yes.
All over. That was a lot of fun and a lot of work, because sometimes I would go earlier with David to wherever we did, because we did a lot of community work, and I really appreciated that, and learning and talking and meeting the people, and so many folks that we met on the road and in the performances in New York. We did one year we did a dance space. No, we did a PS 122. His mama, Ibaye, Mama roussève, cooked gumbo, and we ate on the graves at Dance Space, really.
Oh,
and then the second side, because you know those are graves outside, right?
Yeah.
Then the second half of the show inside Dance Space. And then after that, we did 2 Next Wave at BAM.
Oh, right, nice. Hey, Jamal Barnes. What's up, brother? That's doing big things.
Wait, excuse me, artistic director now. Wait, what's the company, Jamal? What's the name of the company now? You just took over.
Right.
Oh, I wish I could see all the names. I can't even. Who's there? Tell us who's there and where you're calling from. You're coming in from.
Yes. Oh, I know. But yeah, so that's a beautiful space downtown. I love seeing, what is it, 9th and 2nd Avenue and 9th Street?
10th and 2nd. 10th and 2nd?
Yeah, Southern Dance Works. Thank you, Jamal.
Thank you. We're so proud of you, Jamal Barnes. Lift him up.
To bring him back on for a full hour, because he came on one time a couple weeks ago just to like pop in, which was awesome. So I got my 2022 roster together. We're here for you both. Get it, amazing women. Thank you.
Yes. Wait, I know we're not getting to BDS yet because we're working on it.
Oh, we're saving that. Oh my God. But yeah, so the dancing thing, and I mean, for me, and maybe this was your experience too, especially when they're asking the color of your blood. Okay. But my high school experience was actually pretty positive, even though it was 90% white kids. But and I say this all the time, performing arts, and the sprinkling was Black kids. But coming up in that kind of school environment, and then being, and I've said this openly, it was the first time I ever had body issues. You know, because now I'm around a different set of people. And potentially naturally skinny white girls with perfect butts, arabesques, and I'm coming in with my 12-year-old fully formed,
that's right,
Black girl body.
Okay, I didn't have the boobies, but I have the butt,
thighs, girl, thick thighs, all of it.
Bring it.
So coming into this situation, I was like, it was the first time ever looking in the mirror. I was like, ooh, I'm big, I'm flat-footed, all these stuff.
Okay.
The first time I had ever experienced or heard the term anorexia, you know, all this craziness. And so, but it wasn't until a few years later that I got to Philadelphia that I was like, oh, this is good.
This is so good.
It's so good.
That's with Diane McIntyre and with David roussève, because we were all up in there just loving up on ourselves. And given permission and taking permission to love upon ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, being in a room with, you know, Kim Bears. Come on.
Kim.
Mars Brown. Elena Anderson. You know, Jeanette Howard. I mean, we're talking all the DC babies, you know, and the men.
And the men, yeah. Come on.
Carlos Shorty, God rest his soul. You know, Corbett McNeil, God rest his soul, sadly too. But then the choreographers, then we had the teachers. Pearl Primus, Dr. Pearl Primus.
Oh my gosh.
So when
A million years ago, Danny, a million years ago, I interviewed Pearl Primus on a cassette. And I did, just like Ivy Baxter, who founded National Dance Theater Company of Jamaica, with whom I danced for many summers. I never knew the worth of young Charmaine talking to these pivotal people.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope, first of all, I hope I can find a cassette recorder that I can play that interview on.
Right.
Right? But I hope I find that, because how many people have it? How many Black people own that?
Right.
And you know, it's different conversations.
Absolutely.
But Pearl Primus,
yeah,
she was right there with you.
Yes. Louis Johnson. I mean, the gratitude I have for the people I came up with and or learning under, you know, Louis Johnson, Tally Beatty, got to meet Tally Beatty like in the flesh and rehearse with. So it's just,
what was that like, rehearsing with Tally Beatty?
Okay, listen, wait, I need another sip because he.
I know. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting.
He was terrifying. I gotta say, he was just so like. He was watch you. He wouldn't say much, but when he did, he was cussing. But whatever. He those gray green eyes that he had, steely gray. And I remember I had just heard about how he could be in rehearsal, right? And so when I finally got to be in rehearsal with him, he was coming back from New York to look at the new ladies that were learning the ladder dance.
The ladder dance.
From Coming at the Beat of a Hop. But we were putting it in, JB was putting it in Ragabone and Hank Hair, that excerpt, sticking it in, basically. Which is also Tally's piece, but she was inserting it into a larger work. And so I was sitting behind the piano helping press the tape recorder so the other girls could go, and he kept looking over at me with look. I mean, I was 17. I was terrified. So
of course.
And then it was my turn to do the solo. She made me go last. And so I get up there, good morning, heartache, swinging off that ladder, girl. You know, leg up, all the emotion, you know, fighting the heartache. And he looks at me, he looks at me, he goes, oh, so you have a soul after all. You were sitting over there like an ice princess. What he didn't know was I was terrified. He was, you know, he wanted what he wanted. And, you know, we talk about this sometimes, like, you know, you can't do some of these things now. I'm not saying these things were right, but Tally, Louis, all of them, they used to cuss us out if we didn't get those steps or we were marking.
So my only experience with Mama Tally was I took a class. We were going across the floor. Yeah. I have no idea what happened, but I needed to duck because a chair was a coming.
Right.
Chair.
It's true. Just like, because of Marlisa. Hey, Marlisa, that is Joe Myers.
Hey, Marlisa, what up?
Okay. So he came to rehearsal, and I guess we weren't doing what we were supposed to be doing or giving the energy. And next thing we knew, we stopped the rehearsal. He walked out. We thought he was just going for a cigarette break or whatever. So we're sitting there.
Which could be the case.
Right. So we're sitting there just waiting for him to come back. We're going over some things. And then apparently he went to the train station and was like, called JB. It was like, tell them to get their shit together. I didn't come down from New York for this. He had left us sitting in the studio. He was on his way back to New York. You know, but then it was Louis Johnson. He was like, God rest his soul, a little bit Jekyll and Hyde. He could be he would, you know, get the best out of us. And if we weren't giving us the best, he would jump up off that seat, even with his little pudginess at that time, his little belly, and run around that studio, cartwheel, split, cuss you out, talk about your mama. But then he would invite you out afterwards to go get some food.
He invited me out to, I think we had tea together. Let's have tea. So we could talk. And he would told me all about the beginnings and why he wasn't chosen to start his ballet company.
Mm,
Just
right.
saying.
Yes.
And you know, the other memory that brings me back to all of these fabulousness was when I was teaching at Howard with Sherelle Berryman Johnson, Dr. Sherelle Berryman Johnson, Ibaye, who would bring all of them to Howard to teach. Mama Carmen, oh,
Right. All of
Mama
it.
Carmen. And between her and Auntie Joan, and them fighting about who's older, because one is born in March and one is, Auntie Jones is coming up,
Yeah.
90 years old.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. So
Christmas
they call
Day.
each other and say, well, I'm older than you. I'm older than you. But all of them came through Howard because of Sherelle Berryman Johnson.
Yes. Yes. And so your performance with the Bessie award-winning, fast forward to 2017, Skeleton Architecture Collect. So was that your first time back on stage in a while, or had you been still performing up until that point?
Probably the first time back. I can't even think of it. I should think, but I can't even think. And I can't even think, but I think. Thanks to Ava, Asante. Well, okay, come on, lift her up.
All the
Man,
people.
all the people.
Yes.
Who helped make this happen for us. But yeah, Ava said, well, they reached out. Okay, come on, Ishmael, Houston Jones, and Will Rawls, I think, were curating. Maybe Miguel Gutierrez was part of that curation.
Oh, yes.
Miguel, I think. But they reached out to Ava and said, Ava, do you want to do something? And Ava said, yes. And Ava, I think we were 20 people, 20 bodies at the time. And that picture of us all standing on that altar, just bam. And nobody could say differently than, oh yeah, this deserves a Bessie. This deserves, beyond the Bessie, this deserves an honor, because we were all tickled to be in that room. And I should know all the names, but we were all tickled to be in that one space at that one time and play. And all of them are stars, big names, everybody. And everybody's busy and trying to keep things going. And we did another coming together, and we actually went to Boston and Detroit, and did workshops and did a sharing. And Dava had a baby since then, Pepper, Irie. And performed with that big old belly at that second time that we were at Dance Space.
Yeah.
And we're connected, but we haven't shared something together. Well, then there's also the pandemics. Let's always say plural, pandemics. But we stay connected as best we can. I brought everybody together because my niece won the Flatiron District. My niece is an architect and an artist. That's an architect. I don't even know how to pronounce it, to say it. But she created these work. Her name is Nina Cook John. Let me say that out. Nina Cook John. And she won this at the Flatiron. And last year she wanted someone to activate the space, and we did. Got some of the skeleton folks together. So we come together when we can.
That's beautiful. And Ava is also that person like yourself who brings people into the room. Right? Right. She's that person too, you know, that knows that it's bigger than her. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. We've got to bring people into the room. We got to bring people along.
We bring people along.
Room for all of us.
That's right. That's right. We bring people into the room.
And it just keeps getting, and it comes back to you. It really does.
It really does.
Don't be selfish. Don't be stingy. Why are you being stingy?
Why are you being stingy? And why are you being nasty?
Why are you being, who are these nasty people? Can you be
We got to X them out. X them out.
Right. So to that point, because I mean, I hope you have another half an hour, because we got at least another half an hour on this.
Okay. Right? Yes.
So the festival, well, first of all, you founded and started the Montclair Dancing on the Lawn.
Dance on the Lawn. Yes. And we close tonight, y'all. If you're going to apply, apply for 22, 11:59. Look, you
So
Jersey
now,
people, this is all about Jersey. Come on.
yes. So
But
Dance on the Lawn is, what year is this now?
number 9, what? How did that happen?
You're right.
And I gotta say,
yeah.
I gotta say that some folks, when I had a beautiful idea about starting Dance on the Lawn in one area in Montclair, and I met with the people, talked to the people, and they said, wait, it's not the right time right now. And I smiled and I said, okay. I went someplace else, and we started. And we're going to be 9 years old.
Yes.
Do not let those nasties stop you, y'all.
Right.
Be ready. Apply.
Now your first, yes. So your first Dance on the Lawn, how many companies were there or artists?
Oh, we had 3 schools, maybe. So for Dance on the Lawn, it's the intention is to lift up and bring New Jersey dance to a lot of people who don't know about it. And we always start with schools that have performing companies. And I think we probably had 3 schools, it might have been 4. And then we had the very first one, New Jersey, professional New Jersey companies, and then at least 1 from New York. And we had Sean Curran. Sean said, I want to do this. I know. Sean said, not a problem. Yeah. And then, because mentorship is my middle name, I said, oh no, we need to have an emerging artist. And then, so we started in 14. And then for 15, we started the mentorship program and started the Emerging Commission New Jersey Choreographer program, and aligned them with a mentor. And Robert Burke was the first. And then the second emerging was Kyle Marshall.
Yes, Kyle Marshall.
Yes, Kyle Marshall. And then the third was Javier. I should know Javier's last name. And then Lauren Conley, and then Dare Ayurinde, and then Amber Sloan. I got a bunch of them. And so New Jersey folks, so the applications are open for New Jersey school performing companies, New Jersey professional companies, emerging New Jersey, I want y'all to hear me, New Jersey choreographers. And then we give a little spot to 1 New York company. And then there's always 1 or 2 that come up and we say, all right, we'll do that too.
Yeah.
But
it's always
year 5.
When you book someone that's on the, early in their careers, like a Kyle Marshall, and then you see the track they've taken, because obviously not everybody continues on to these glorious careers, or they just stay where they are. It's all, either way, it's all good. But either way, when you see these careers that just go pew, and you were a part of that somehow, somewhere in their journey, that's such a proudful moment. Like, I don't have children. I definitely want to ask you about your glorious, beautiful daughter, but
but I want to say that Danny G and Summer Stage, Danny G, I want you to talk about Summer Stage. If it's not in the plans, you got to. But Danny G, first of all, Laura Marchese, managing director of Dance on the Lawn, because of my Wassaic Project thing, and maybe we'll talk about that too. I do want to talk about that. Laura Marchese worked with you when you said, hey, Charmaine, let Summer Stage and Dance on the Lawn do a little thing.
Yes.
And it was you and Laura that worked it out.
Yeah.
Aw.
That was great.
That was so great.
Yeah,
so great.
Red Hook and in Brooklyn, Kaya was a part of that.
Yes.
Top of my head, don't remember the other 3 that were presented. Well, I think it was 3 total.
I think it was Robert Burke, Kyle Marshall, and I'm not sure who the third one was, but yeah, there were
Kyle's. Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, those who don't know, so Kimani Fowlin is an original BDS team member, but Kimani is the director of the Emerging New Jersey Choreographers. Thang.
Okay.
Yes.
I did not know that, but awesome. How is Laura?
She is great. She's right now working on supporting a friend that has left us, Ibaye, but Laura is lockstep with us getting 22 up and going. Yeah. Dance on the Lawn.
And when does Dance on the Lawn, when does it happen again?
September 10.
Okay.
2020.
Yes.
2022. No, we're
Yeah,
not repeating 20. We're not repeating 20.
we're not.
Mm-mm.
And how many, even I said normal times, like pre, thing.
Mhm.
How many overall applications do you normally have to sift through or go through?
Wow. I took a quick look today,
Mm-hmm.
and there aren't that many schools, but in general, we get about 4 or 5 schools that apply.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the schools, then it's the emerging choreographers, sometimes 10 plus. In the beginning, it was more, but we're
Mm-hmm.
trying to get those New Jersey choreographers because there are a
Mm-hmm.
lot of them here. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of them here.
Javier Padilla. Thank you,
Have,
Kimani.
thank you, Kimani. A lot of New Jersey choreographers. So we want them to come on up and be seen.
Yeah.
And then professional companies, so many. We've had up to 20, I think,
Nice.
companies that are in Jersey. And then New York companies. Duh.
Yeah. Yes, and
That's
please tell us about Wassaic. I mean, I'm not as
yeah.
familiar, but you
Hmm.
mentioned that the other night in our workshop that we did together.
Oh, right. That's right. So the Wassaic Festival, and please go on, well, danceonthelawn.org, danceonthelawn.org. Go check it out and apply and find out more. But the Wassaic Festival, and that's Wassaic, it's in Wassaic, New Jersey, which is 2 hours away from me here in Montclair, so roughly the same in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And they started with this giant mill, Bowie Zanino, E. Biddle, Jeff wow, Jeff's last name. It's gonna come to me. Kimani, hook a sister up. So the Wassaic Festival, and it started with this giant mill, that flour mill, and these gorgeous people.
Mm-hmm.
They are visual artists,
Mm-hmm.
photographers, visual artists, and Bowie's father, Tony Zunino, is an architect,
Mm-hmm.
an architect that does archival work. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the word. Anyway, and she convinced her father to rescue this giant flour mill and have
Mm-hmm.
friends that she knows that do visual art and put
Mm-hmm.
it in the mill. So in the end, they recovered or rescued the mill, and piece by piece they built it up. And I went because I'm friends of the Zaninos family, and I said, we need some dance up in here. And eventually I started curating the program,
Ah,
asking folks to be on the panel to help curate the program. But then I was there too and danced through the mill, through the artwork. It's 5 floors, and I would invite those dance performers that are there to come and dance through the mill with me, and we would
oh,
improvise.
that's lovely.
Oh my gosh. So activating the space.
I got to get out there and see that I'm ignorant of the situation, but now I just have to come. I
Of
got to
course
come.
you do. Of course, we've been outside, things are outside
Yeah.
lately. Like, but yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
August is usually when it happens, but they've
Okay.
changed things. But yeah, Wassaic
Nice. Oh,
Festival,
that's
yeah.
beautiful. That sounds like. So when did you first? Not now I'm pinging, but when did you first like get interested in curating, or did it just happen by? Was it happen by chance kind of thing?
Same with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Happened by chance.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
think I know that because we are around the dance folks and
Mm-hmm.
not on the stage as much,
Mm-hmm.
and they ask for our knowledge of both, that those things just melded together because
Mm-hmm.
they had to.
Mm-hmm.
Serving on the Bessie committee, I met a lot of presenters. Being a part of the dance field in the universities, I met a lot of folks. I'm not teaching as much, but that's where the folks started saying, hey, can you, and what do you think? And I said, well, wait a minute, what do I think? How can we make what do I think be bigger than that?
Yes.
And so the curation kept happening, and Harlem Stage was the longest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Harlem Stage was the longest.
Mm-hmm.
And then others came up where been the consultant for.
Mm-hmm.
But Harlem Stage, and then I started my own thing.
Yes. Come on, your own thing.
My
Yeah.
own thing. How about you? When did you start curating?
It was the summer stage. That was the first. I mean, I had been performing solely of course, working odd jobs up to that point. And then a dear friend who was, theater director at Summer Stage when we had theater. Um, he called me up. I had just come off a music tour singing with Kathy Sledge. Actually, it was Sister Sledge. Okay, We Are Familying, honey. I was like, we
are family. My sisters and me.
Yes. World. Okay, baby Sledge, honey.
Yes, Sledge and sisters.
Okay. We had just come off a tour, and I was working a day gig before that. But when the tour came up, it was a 3-month US and Canadian tour. I was like, I'm out. I want to go on tour. And so I came off the tour, and I get a phone call like a month later. And it was my friend Freedom. And he's like, hey, what are you up to? And I'm like, looking for work. And he was like, well, they're looking for a dance programmer for Summer Stage. And this was 2006, and I hadn't done any kind of work like that ever. And I told him that. He knew that, but he also knew that I had danced for 2 big companies, and I knew a bunch of people. And so he was like, come on, G, you gotta interview for it. And I said, okay. I go the next day, and I took the interview, and I was all nervous, and I was very honest with this person, Alexa Birdsong.
Alexa Birdsong.
Right? Called me, and I told her, like, this is who I know, this is what I've done. I gave her my little shabby resume. I had never done a resume. It's like the little janky resume. She was like, what? Okay, all right, well, I'll let you know. And I left there thinking I had blown it. I literally left the office, was crying on, what's the street? Madison Avenue, walking up towards the bus. She called me the next day. I was literally on set doing background work for American Gangster, the Denzel flick. And I'm on set, earn some cash. And my phone buzzes, and it's her. And she was like, you got the job. Come see me tomorrow. I'm like, I started crying on set.
Of course you did.
But it was excitement, happiness, but also nervousness, because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And she mentored me that year that she stayed on, and here I still am. And it's been such an honor and a privilege to be in this role, as you know, and working with so many of not only my friends, but people I've admired throughout the years.
Right?
Companies I've admired, cold calling agents, and just being like, so, you want to come do a show with me? I've gotten better at it. But that year, they were like, okay, what?
Right. But the thing that's great about what you do too, Danny, and that I know is what I do, is I would go to everything, right? I think one of the biggest compliments that I've gotten is, oh, Charmaine, I see you everywhere.
Everywhere.
I
still love it. Go as much as I can, safely.
Exactly. Yeah, safely. But in a way that we are not limiting what we get to put on stage or talk about or know about, right? It's go to see everything. And I should qualify that with everything dance. I'm trying to do more theater.
Yeah.
I don't do as much music, I'm sure, as you do.
Yeah. I work in that side of the festival only in terms of contracting.
Yeah.
And like liaising with the agents in terms of that. But I would love to book more music. I mean, I've been able to do some productions where I have live music elements, like talked about the commission I did with Tamara Kali and Adia Whittaker, Ashe Dance. I mean, oh my God.
Dream. That's a dream program.
It was. And I'm hoping that she continues the process of it, because when I presented it, it was still only an excerpt, work in progress form. And so Tamara Colley's been so busy scoring films of late, saying she's so busy. I hope she gets back to it. But regardless of that, the Summer Stage name, wherever that piece ends up or goes next, whatever form or iteration, it will always have the Summer Stage name attached to it, which I'm proud of. So
yeah, you should be proud.
It was mega. It was pretty mega. So I was proud of it, but anytime I can have live music on that stage, because we know what it's like to dance to live music, it brings a different side, I feel, to the performance. Yeah. That to recorded music is still beautiful, but it's a whole different, like doing Revelations, like when John, brother John was Ella, it was something else when they were down that pit singing that.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, it was amazing. Or standing in the wing watching Jesse Norman sing "Fix Me, Jesus." Girl, listen.
Jesse. Oh wait, come on.
Nothing like it. Nothing like
Wait,
it.
was it Jesse Norman that passed?
Yeah.
Ibaye.
Right.
I was at a performance at the Guggenheim with Anna Glass and DTH when we got word about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was heavy.
That was heavy. Oh my gosh. Hey, we should lift up bell hooks also.
I did in my intro, but I got a little bit. I need some more libations.
Get it. You better get it.
Okay. I'm calling for more drinks off camera. Craft services.
You almost let me choke.
No, but I did have a little bit left for Belle.
Yes.
Because, I mean, she informed so many of us, and
yeah,
her progressiveness and her courage.
I was lucky one time to see Bell Hooks live, and it was with a piece that she did with Bill T. Jones at Aaron Davis Hall many, many years ago.
Yeah.
And that was, wow.
Well, so now that I have more than a little sip for Belle. Ugh, yes.
Cheers.
So many. So before I get to BDS,
yes,
we gotta talk about BDS. I think it's fabulous. So happy for you.
And you too. You got here because of the pandemics.
True that. But because I'm such a romantic, if you want to, please tell us how you met Tony.
Okay, and you, John, and just listen. We know there are two different stories, right?
Right.
There's always going to be two different stories.
Yes.
So Tony, who my 95-year-old mother, I insist, loves him more than me and will always. Tony would go to Thanksgiving dinners at our mother's house. This is when I was living in Harlem, because I almost said he is best friend with my youngest brother. And the youngest, in the Jamaican culture, you say the wash belly is the last child that the mama had. So my brother and Tony are both wash bellies. And they worked together in FedEx many giant years ago. And they became good friends because both of them love cars. Both of them, they have things in common.
Yeah.
And so Tony, whose parents have passed, Ibaye, they hung out together, and my mom became his mom.
Oh.
Even though he's got an elder brother and his sister, Ibaye, she also passed. But he would hang out at our house, and my mama loves him. So she knew him before I knew him, and I went to Thanksgiving there because I was not decided that year to not stay in my Harlem apartment or do whatever I didn't do. And there he was. Oh, hello.
Well, hey.
Well, hey. How about you? When did you meet? Tell me your story.
Oh, so yes.
I mean, you can service of wine just like that.
It's a great story, actually. So, I've been at Summer Stage since 2006-07, and John came on as he filled in one year. I guess it was 2010. He came in just here and there, but I wasn't full time at Summer Stage until 2016. So officially, he became full time head of audio there in 2011 because the then general manager of the festival was like, okay, you're great, and we want to get rid of the other guy. Sorry, other guy, and bring in John. So, sorry, other guy, if you're listening. So I would only see John Bucat normally only when it was my dance programs because I wasn't around. I was still touring. I was working other jobs. And so I would see him, and I didn't know his name. I'd be like, "Where's the sound guy?"
Shame on you!
But I knew he was good at his job. Like I could see he was super thorough, super thorough. And we always had a great rapport. Like he always knew exactly what I needed, and the sound was always amazing. The music shows I would get to go to in the evenings, he was right there, side stage or front of house, working it out. So and don't get me wrong, like before I became full time, it was hard to keep all the names straight. So I, the stage hands, I'm like, hey you, because I wasn't around.
I know.
Once it became full time in 2016, it was, the names were, they were there. And so I would see him walking around and doing his thing. And you know what it was too? When we did The Wiz, when I did the 40th anniversary of The Wiz in 2015, that's when I was like, oh yeah, this cat's got his stuff together, because it's creating that sound of the audio. So over the next couple of years, me being there full time, then I started doing all the announcements for even the music shows and hosting more, like 80% of the shows, and he's always like right there.
Helping you with the sound and your mic, saying hello.
Turning it on, even though I knew how to turn the mic on. I toured as a singer. I'm like, can you turn my mic on?
Help me.
So, 2017, we started going out for a drink here and there after a show, and then by the end of 2017, summer 2017, it was on and popping. So,
oh no, it's a wrap.
Yes, and I found out more of his history. He comes from a musical background, former drummer, punk rock musician, and obviously a music head.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows a lot more about music than I ever could. And but also used to work in Philly, so I'm sure at some point our paths crossed somehow, somewhere. And he's still the head of audio, but he also long time at NJ Pack, good friends with Baraka and Stephanie. So I mean, just interconnected. It's amazing. It's amazing. And so and it's beautiful. So going on 4 years strong. Ooh. Jersey boy.
Jersey.
Yeah. And so during the pandemic, when I started not just my Instagram lives, but when Summer Stage went virtual, I was doing them from here because he has a whole like lighting setup, and I thought the vinyl would look great with the interviews that I was doing for the Summer Stage platform, not just in my living room. No.
I know.
And so we started becoming on we were like production partners. It was awesome. And that's when the joke about craft services started, because my first Summer Stage Anywhere interview was with Dwight Roden. And
hi Dwight, I hope you're there.
Yes, and John put together like a whole spread of like snacks and wine. He even found he got into it because we weren't working, he wasn't working, but he found this app to put like our Summer Stage script on a teleprompter on his TV screen. Oh girl, we were up in here producing, honey.
Come on!
I don't know if you guys can see this light that's shining on me now. It's actually a theatrical light that's hitting me right now. I mean, so we keep toying with the idea of doing a bigger, he has a grand piano here in his apartment, in the city, toying with the idea of doing a broader program together. And because he's also an amazing amateur vegan chef. And so we're trying to figure out a way to combine our loves of food, music, and dance and culture, and do, look, even like you can't see it right now, but this like director's chair that I'm sitting on.
Okay, come on.
Okay. So there. But hopefully we can build out and do some kind of bigger programming together as a couple. You
will, absolutely. Yeah. And Tony,
yes,
with his father was a photographer, and there are cameras everywhere. So yes. Tony Turner Photos, please find him, hire him. But yeah, that was the thing. Pandemics did so much to teach us about those things that, as our elders keep telling us, we already have it, right?
Yes.
We just have to open the fifth door or whatever number that is. But yeah, that's so great. Who did the graphics?
Well, the initial graphic idea was started by my dear good friend Lee Jones in Philadelphia. He was so
Philly.
Started my IG lives. It was really rough. I didn't have a flyer. And my friend Lee Jones, we've been friends since I'm 17. He was like, girlfriend, you need to step up. So he created the original design. And then he got busy going back to work. He worked at Live Nation in Philly and all these things. And so I gave it over to a young friend of mine who was actually the son of an ex-boyfriend of mine. But we're all family. And my ex said, you should check with Justin. He's doing graphics now. He's got a t-shirt business. He's doing all this stuff. But he took it on, and yeah.
The team that helps to make it all happen, and I'm going to name everybody, and I hope I don't forget, but Kimani Fowlin. I want to say Nick Hall, because it was myself, Kimani, and Nick Hall that started Black Dance Story. And Nick has gone on to other things now, but Nick was an Ailey Fordham student.
Oh, nice.
Of connections, I know. And so now we have Camille Lawrence, who's our archivist. What? We're there.
Nice.
And Renee Redding Jones, who counts the pennies for us and make sure all ducks are in a row. Gabe Decoledanu, or Gabe Deco, designed our website. Find these people, y'all, on our website.
Yes.
And Caitlin Chandler is the one, that fabulous dancer that comes at the beginning. Caitlin Chandler did that. Womp, womp. Come on now. Of course, Tony Turner, my husband, is our graphic designer. Makeda Smith. Makeda is our digital media director. Makeda, even though you sent me all these directions, which I still didn't really get.
It's okay.
Makeda sent me screenshots and walked me through it to double up the dummy person in here. And Makeda Roney, Maki's our online producer, and Maki is the one with Makeda that said, hey, we need to check out the young people. Yeah. So Maki is doing the BDS Power Half Hour, and the next person is Dre Drummond on, I think it's next Monday. It's the last Monday of the month. No, it's after the holiday. For half an hour on a Monday at 12 o'clock. Join. But what a team. I hope I didn't forget anybody. I think I said,
listen, I'm going to be like you. I am still basically a production team of one, all good. But I love the fact, so now, yes, Black Dance Stories. And what I love about this, first of all, thank you all who are watching and stayed on this whole time. I'm talking
y'all.
Charmaine Patricia Warren. Okay, Diva. You can find her website in my link tree. So please check out her website and everything she is talking about Black Dance Stories. We didn't even get to DanceAfrica. There's going to have to be a part 2.
My gosh, I forgot about DanceAfrica. Can't forget about DanceAfrica.
So Charmaine and I, both dancers, performers, and curators, presenters, but I think we both share a love of journalism. I mean, I went to Temple for journalism. I didn't go for dance. I had a full scholarship, in fact. I love writing. I love people's stories. And that's part of why I love my IG Live series so much. But you also now with Black Dance Stories, and I actually shared the New York Times feature back from right when it was. So that's also in my link tree. So please go check out the article that was written about Charmaine and Black Dance Stories back in July, I think it was. Anyway, it's in there. So I'm so happy for you with this. Black Dance Stories started during the pandemic. You've taken it next level. It is next level. The guests you've had, I've been honored to be on. I was on with Debbie Blunden Diggs from Dayton Contemporary Dance. That was amazing.
Right?
And Brown, Mickey Shepard were the final one for the last series. And now you're starting up again. But share with us about Black Dance Stories.
Somebody asked me today if I knew that it would go where it is today. And like you and John, with Nick and Kimani and Tony, Tony, I need craft services. I think I need more wine, Tony. He just said, okay. And Tony, I think I'm a little dark, right? No, it looks like I'm in the dark. Anyway, all right, craft services, Tony, just say.
Okay. I hear him.
You heard him coming.
I love it.
I started it from my heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know that moment, Danny, when ding, I love dance. It was, I'm sitting home and there is he's showing me I do look okay. It doesn't look like I'm dark. All right.
I will let you go.
He said he wouldn't let me go out there in the dark. Aw, thanks, husband. Yes, empty. Craft services, craft services. And I'm sitting home and I'm missing my people. I'm missing my friends. I'm missing talking to my friends. I'm missing seeing them. Thank you, Zoom. I'm missing knowing what's going on
Yes.
for all the dance people that we support.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept thinking about it. And I remember writing this note probably to about, I don't know, whoever I pulled up on my email list, choreographers, makers. And I said, I want to do this thing. And I don't know how you're going to get paid. But what I think, because we always want to make sure they get paid, I think what we will do is build out something in the chat so that folks will be in contact, know who you are, how to contact you, and know where to find you. And we will say support. Everything works. And so we started with Venmo. And then we've grown since then, but that's what happened. Yeah. I just needed to do something.
Exactly.
I desperately, from my heart, I needed to do something. And I remember saying dance stories when I sent that first email out. And then I went, it's Black dance stories. It's Black dance stories. And I gotta, oh, come on, Denise Saunders Thompson.
Yes.
Right? So I called my people. You know, same people, your people. I called Baraka. I called Mickey. I called all the people. And I told them, even if it was before or during but this is going to happen, y'all. And then I said, Denise, we need, craft services. Oh, wait, finish this first.
Come on, Crafty.
Come on, craft services. Thank you, Tony. Did you hear what I said about you? Oh, he heard. Thank you. Cheers.
Yes, craft services.
Craft services. Oh, that's good. I like that one.
Yes.
So I reached out to Denise, and I knew that we needed fiscal sponsorship. And Denise said, okay, we can't do Venmo. Let's move on from Venmo. But then, so now, blackdancestories.org, donate. The Ph.D. is our fiscal sponsor. International Association of Blacks in Dance. Denise will be there. She will answer your questions. If you step too far to the left, she will say, no, you need to go to the right. Denise.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Just our people.
Yeah.
Our people. Support. Yeah. Always. Yeah.
I love that. And you guys started
in June 25, 2020.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
You've had the who's who on your show. Like you really have. It's been amazing watching it all. And it's also you have a YouTube channel so people can go back and watch all the episodes.
Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please do the Twitter thing.
Yes.
Whatever that thing is.
Yes.
Please do. What is this? How do you do this? The Instagram thing?
Instagram, right. Black Dance Stories. But through the Black Dance Story, what's the website?
.org, blackdancestories.org.
So if I link that will take them to all the other links, social links,
all of them.
Right?
Yep.
That's
they
amazing.
Can find it there and find all of the episodes that we've had.
Yeah.
And we did one special episode again, IABD. Denise asked, and we said, of course.
Of course.
So we stopped on the 1st of July because folks weren't home as they were.
Yeah.
And I've heard so many nice comments saying this was one of the ways, and I'm sure you did too. This was one of the things that got us through the pandemic.
Yeah.
World.
It's definitely kept me going. I mean, like yourself, so many of my friends, Broadway musicians, dancers were straight just losing work. And similarly, I would just directly ask for donations for them. I would put their pages or the Venmo accounts and, just asking for donations for folks like dead up, and I feel like, listen,
straight up.
Big following, I'm going to use it. Like use social media for some good instead of this talking about, folks. Okay.
And we need y'all. Black Dance Stories needs your donations because we have to stay alive. And right now, the money is going to Black creatives, the folks that keep Black Dance Stories alive, that keep the website. We have to pay for the website. We have to pay for all of the operational things. Every time you see a pop-up on the Instagram, that's Makeda working on that. That's Makeda working on land acknowledgement. That's Makeda working on all the things that we need to make sure that we are in your face. And one of the things, even though July 1st was the last official weekly broadcast, we realized that Black Dance Stories is needed. It's really needed, just like your IG Live. It's the stories. We are on stage, but there are things. There are so many other things.
Hey, Sam Figgins, I see you there, girl. Oh, Ailey, baby. Our heart goes out to you all.
Our prayers. I couldn't believe when you said, look, when you told me that there were 2 days, I started texting all the babies. Are you okay? And I would say, please tell me yes.
Yeah. The babies, honey.
The babies.
But yeah, so Black Dance Stories, and you guys have started up again. And I think it's just the stories. And for me, what the joy has been, these are people like yourself who I've known for a long time and some longer, that there were some things I didn't know about, folks. It's
right.
IG lives, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's been such an exploratory, revelatory. It's been amazing. And then what I did, one of my favorite ones, I mean, they're all great, but
they're all great.
Thank you. The one that I did with Aubrey Lynch, former Ailey, former Lion King dancer and producer.
Last person that Mr. Ailey handpicked.
Yes. But when he came on and opened up about his mental health challenges, I got so much feedback on that one because people are like, we needed that. Needed that. Or just people just being real. And it's not all glamorous. No, this art form that we're in, but we love it and everything that comes with it. You know, the aches and pains, you know, like my friend Zane and I, who was watching earlier, but the knees and the hips and the arms and the this and that. And we love it, but
real, absolutely real. I remember we were in Lyon, and the photographer, there was an interracial company, David Roussève Reality, and the photographer wanted only the dark bodies.
Exoticizing.
Come on.
I said it. It happens. We know it still happens. It still happens. Exoticizing the patient. That is made up.
Yeah. And wait, February. What happens in February?
Right.
And then there's January, March, April, May, June, July. Guess what? It's not just 1 month.
Right.
Don't we know that as producers, presenters, curators? Stop the madness, y'all.
Stop.
We've been here.
And we're not going anywhere.
And
we're just not, right? We're not going anywhere. We're only getting better.
Don't start.
So
start
quickly. Tell us
what time is it? Is it time to be over?
No, it's all right. We're good.
Okay, good.
I mean, I just want to take up your whole evening, and people were watching. It's awesome. Thank you guys.
Right.
Thank you, Charmaine. What can we expect? Also, she's also a producer for DanceAfrica at BAM. Will you guys be back in person for 2022? Are you able to say? Are you allowed to say?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say everything.
Okay.
But the intention is that everything will be live. But tomorrow things will change.
Okay, right. Right.
Tomorrow things will change. But I got to say how proud I am. Mickey Shepherd started DanceAfrica in 1977. I am the first after Mickey Shepherd to be the Black producer.
Yes.
However, I have not produced a live Dance Africa since I got hired in 19.
Right. We'll get there. It's coming.
We'll get there. But I want y'all to go onto bam.org and see the Dance Africa 2020 that I worked so hard to bring to everyone. The history of Dance Africa, for sure. Yeah. And then Abdel, come on, Abdel Salam. Remember you had us do that thing for Summer Stage?
Dance Day this past April. Charmaine and Abdel Salam were the featured virtual presentation for Summer Stage Anywhere. You can find that on Summer Stage's YouTube. It was a great conversation. You guys were awesome.
He is so funny.
He's so funny.
He's so funny. Him and Diane. Diane wasn't on it, but I love me some Diane.
Salam. Another dancing diva. Still dancing.
Still and ready too. Don't
leg up. Okay. So before I do let you go and go on with your glorious evening with your glorious husband, please tell us about your dear heart, Ashe. Baby.
Oh my gosh.
Ballerina town.
Fixing to graduate.
Yeah.
One more semester.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She was just born yesterday. I'm just saying. And giant up there.
Yeah.
You know, the hug doesn't happen here. The hug happens over my shoulders.
Right.
Giant. I'm glad she got, remember you asked me how tall I was?
Right.
She got that from him.
Yeah.
And I'm the barefoot dancer. She is not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your ballerina babies. Gabri Krista's daughter, ballerina baby, right?
I know.
Gabri Krista. Right. Okay. Yes. And so,
how you doing? How you doing, Danny? How you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Good. Listen, I'm on vacation.
Oh, that's right.
I leave in about how many hours, John? And that's 12 hours from now. I will be on an airplane to Aruba. Okay. First of all, I was on a plane to Aruba this time last year, or March. You know, that's the last plane I was on. Was to Aruba, and we were over there as this thing was hitting. Trying to relax, but like, are we gonna make it back to New York? Like, what is happening? And now we're going again, and things are crazy again. But we're gonna go and relax and try to have a good time. It's my first time flying since then. His second, I think. But I'm again, I said at the top of this, I'm just fortunate and grateful and blessed to be able to even go on a vacation.
I know.
I realize my privilege in that. I realize my privilege in keeping my job this whole time.
Yep. Same here.
You know, so.
Same here.
Yeah. So I'm
But
happy.
you just reminded me of something before I go. That Nasha Thomas was on vacation and we were supposed, because I'm wait, what is my title? For Ailey Camp. Evaluator. National evaluator for Ailey Camp.
You are?
Yes! Come on, our Ailey connections.
Come on, Ailey.
Oh, Denise Jefferson, Ibaye.
Oh. Right. But
anyway.
Francesca Harper, Ailey too. Come on. That's what I'm saying.
Francesca.
We gotta lift the kids up. You know, we can't be mad when people get gigs.
They got a gig.
Get a gig. Get your own gig.
Get your own gig, and make sure you look for Francesca on BDS with her daughter sitting next to her. But Nasha was somewhere in the world and saying, "Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get home." I said, "Wait a minute, where are you? I can't even remember." And then I remember it was my birthday, 2 days before my birthday in March, and I was supposed to meet Nasha in Detroit because Ailey Camp was going to start a new camp in Detroit. I said, I don't think that's going to happen, Nasha.
Right. I love Nasha Thomas. This is one thing I will say. Nasha, when I first got into Ailey, you know, I was coming from Philadelphia, and the houses we played with Danko, God bless, they weren't that huge. You know, they weren't big. And I hadn't really done the whole fake eyelash thing or...
It's a look. It's a look.
Or, you know, added hair to my bun. I have a little sausage patty bun. So, You know, Nasha, Renee, those kids grew me up real quick. They were
Come
like,
on.
and you're gonna need eyelashes. You're gonna thin those eyebrows out. My eyebrows were super thick, like burnt earthy thick. For like my first year or so in the company, they were like,
Oh,
girl, we're gonna fix you. They taught me how to get the hair, put the hair in to get a nice fat, bun for Revelations, all these other things. Girl, I came up in there this country. They gathered me right up. It really did, But that's what's supposed to happen. Look,
that's right.
right?
That's why we do what we do, though.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking forward to, I mean, we do it anyway, but I'm looking forward to the Woke Up mentorship program because this is what we do. Because that phone rings and we got to answer it, and they're going to ask us questions, and they have been, and they will continue to ask us questions.
Yes. Hey, Monique. She said, not a sausage patty bun. Girl, it was sausage patty. My little bun was this big on the back of my head.
What? Which Monique is that? Did I miss that one?
Martin. Intuition.
Monique.
Yes. Okay.
Monique up there.
Yes.
Monique. Loving up on you, Monique.
Yes. Well, this has been super wonderful. And I appreciate you so much for everything that you shared with me. You continue to share with me what you shared tonight. We covered everything.
We did everything.
There's more to come. I want to have you back on once, in the spring, when Dancing the Lawn is about to kick, when Summer Stage, maybe after Summer Stage announces, and we can compare some notes.
Ooh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, but
thank you for all you do, my friend, my sister.
As well. Thank you so much. And all you guys watching, this will be on my IGTV. If you miss any portion of this amazing chat, you can go back and watch it. It'll also be on my YouTube channel in about, a couple of hours. I'll upload it there as well. But my gosh.
Love you, Danny.
Yeah. Love to you and Tony. I'm gonna come get those pictures done.
I know, right? Yeah. Tony promised. Hug up on John tonight, okay? Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Craft services. I'm getting
Tony's getting ready to put a little tete-a-tete together for us, some wine, some cheese, some crackers, some so on and so forth.
Yeah. Well, love to you, love to Tony, love to Ashe, the whole fam.
Same here.
Everything.
Lobster tails. Oh, we're having lobster tails, he just told me.
Yes. Okay.
Come on Friday night.
Come on Friday night.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate you, sis. Really, really. And I lift everything up that you continue to do. I learn from you, and we're going to be in this together for a minute.
Absolutely. All right. So do you know how to let yourself out? Do I need to do it for you? Are you good?
Do I have to do that X thing?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh my God. Did it happen? Oh my God. Did you guys? Oh my God. Amazing. Charmaine Patricia Warren, Dr. Charmaine, Mama Charmaine. Amazing. We love her. She is out in these artistic community streets doing it all for all of us. So please check out her website in my bio. I will also link blackdancestories.org in my bio. Oh, thank you, Jamal. In January, I got you, Jamal. But that was amazing. And so next week, I probably will not do a show because it's Christmas Eve, and I'll be with my mama. But New Year's Eve, kids, New Year's Eve, check back. I'll probably do a freestyle from wherever I'm partying, and it'll be great. So I love you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting. Please support Charmaine with Black Dance Stories. Go back and look at the episodes on their YouTube channel and their website because they're really, really incredible. And check out the link in my bio for her website. So thank you. And I'm off to the Caribbean tomorrow. I'm so excited. So safe travel prayers for me. Thank you, Jamal. I will. I'm so excited. Long time coming, right? So please stay safe, guys. Wear your masks, all of it. And just stay safe for yourselves and your families. And just, to stay encouraged. We're going to get through this. We got to keep marching forward because we cannot go backwards. We cannot. So, hey, Zay, thank you. All right. Okay. Bye, guys. Happy Friday night. Happy weekend. Bye.